Okay. Welcome back. It's time for the blue commons. Start with number 5.
Yeah, the blue set review.
This is a card called Hekma Sentinels on number 5, which is a 3-mana 2/3. 2/3.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But it has the ability that when you cycle or discard a card, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So
scary to block, for example.
Yeah, if you attack with this and have 4 mana untapped and like 4 cards in hand, your opponent will never know if they can block or not.
You might, being able to cycle once is pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you could even sometimes cycle twice.
Yeah.
But there's for example, you could be blue-black cycle or discard that cares about that, and maybe you have 6 cards that says cycle or discard on them.
There are a lot of cards in pretty much all the colors that says cycle.
And they might try to push some sort of cycle deck into standard, and if they do that, there will be a lot of similar cards going around in the limited format, obviously.
Yeah.
So obviously we don't know if the cycle deck will be a hit or miss.
No.
But if it's a hit, we think that the Sentinels will be a good card in it. That's why we put it there. Number 4, we have the Skirmisher, the Ta-Crop Skirmisher, which is just another embalm creature, I guess. 2-mana 2/1. It's often something blue can use to sideboard in against aggro, and this is even better because they can get it back. I mean, it's not like it's broken or anything, it's just a fine card.
No, but it's a common that...
Because it has embalm.
Yeah. You can get a 2-for-1 with this card if you trade early and then you play it again and you can trade for something else. I don't know.
Yeah, or
it's
get
just
double
versatile.
jump while you're cycling and doing stuff. I don't know.
And on number 3 we have Aiden Initiate, which is a 4-mana 3/2 flyer. So
I like these cards.
Me too. And it also has embalm for 6 and a blue.
I mean, 4-mana 3/2 flyer, those cards have been played in limited formats for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if it's 6 and a blue to get back,
it's still something you can do late game.
Yeah, as we said, there are a lot of ways to use your mana in this format. It will probably not be like Aiden Revolt where you played 15 lands and a low curve. Here you will probably, in a lot of decks, even be playing 18 lands.
Maybe.
Because there are 7 drops and embalm costs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the cycling makes it so that you can find more mana even if you don't have to play. So maybe you can play 17 but still have a lot of cycling and still hit your land drops, for example. Number 2, another cool card, Shimmer Scale Drake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 5-mana 3/4 flying, which is already a bit above curve in limited. They're usually 3/3. And here you have cycling 2 on the card, which is just great. And again, as we said, blue can also care about you actually cycling stuff, so that might even get you that upside too. Just a fine card.
I like it. And number 1 we have Illusionary Wraps. So it's like
Song of the Dryads.
Yeah, or something.
But instead of a forest, they get an O2.
It's 2 and a blue enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has power and toughness O2. So it's
so if they have a really good activated ability or something like that, or passive ability, they still get it. So it's not broken, but it's still a blue. The blue's way to have removal.
Yeah.
But it could get awkward if they have a good creature that it's just you're just changing the stats.
Yeah, you do. You're not.
So that's why
you're not pinning it to the earth or anything.
I mean, it might not be the best. It could be the 3rd best or something. But we still have to acknowledge the only common removal spell they get, I guess.
Yeah.
So we can move to uncommon. Number 3, we have the first of the trial cycle, actually. Trial of Knowledge. I mean, 4 mana for drawing 3 and discarding 1, I think is pretty good. I mean, compulsive research is draw 3, discard 1 for 3. And we have paid 5 mana for Tesseret's Ambition and cards like that.
Yeah.
That sometimes was 5 for draw 3, discard 1.
Yeah.
And this could be repeated.
Yeah, because the blue cartouche is actually pretty fine. It's +1/+1 flying and draw a card.
Yeah, and maybe if you get enough synergy, you could play one or two of those. I mean, and green, that's the fight spell.
Yep.
So if you can play this, draw 3, and then later play a cartouche and do it again, who knows?
No.
Might be good enough.
It might be.
And number 2?
Number 2, we have Open into Wonder. And this is a pretty cool card, I think.
Yeah.
So it's blue X. And it says X target creatures can't be blocked this turn. Until end of turn, those creatures gain, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So it can be either if you draw this card, you win the game. Or it can be play this for 4 mana, draw 2 cards, get in for some damage. Or it can just be attack with 1 creature, draw a card. I mean, it's versatile.
Yeah, but it's probably best when... There will be a lot of board stalls in Limited. This will probably be super broken in Sealed. And still, you have 6 mana out, 3 creatures each. Both are down to 10 or something. You just, okay, all my creatures are unblockable. You're dead.
Yeah.
This will be like drawing overrun from the top sometimes.
Yeah, it could be.
And, I mean, it's not that hard to just win with it.
No.
So that's why it's pretty unique effect. And as you said, even if they are on 20, the board stall is 6 guys against 6 guys. You can maybe you have 5 mana, get 3 guys to draw 3 cards, you might win anyway.
Yeah, then it's 4 mana, draw 3 cards, deal X damage.
5 mana.
Yeah, 5 mana
still.
drill. Yeah, exactly. I think the card, if you're super behind, it's not going to be great, of course.
And number 1, we have the Dinrova horror of the set, Angler Drake. 6 mana, 4/4 flying, which is already fine, and return target creature to its owner's hand. So the tempo swing, at that point you might return a 5-drop, and still advancing with what might be the largest guy on the battlefield at the same time. It's just demoralizing.
Yeah, it's an awesome card.
And yeah, that was it for blue. Blue looks fine. I think white had more playables.
Yeah.
White looked deeper, but blue has some cool synergy cards. There might be a cycling deck going on that could be strong. Who knows? Some good flyers as usual, and some card draw and this whatever. And as usual, not a lot of removal.
No.
Tap effects seem to be something
some
here.
bounce and some
bounce
tricks.
And taps and tempo.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a Simic tempo deck again. Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll look at that later when we go to the archetypes, but that's not today.
Nope.
See you for black.
Black.
See you there.
Bye.